Hey guys, it's your astrologer Loveless, regrettably using a different microphone today. I continue my reading about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, where I speak about challenges and negative energy. I know it has been a bit since part 1. There are sensitive topics that I wanted to make sure I spoke about as tactfully as possible. Some things I saw on this chart had me shook. I'd encourage you to check part 1 if you haven't already, as there were some very positive things I had to say for them. This continuation of the reading is based on a chart I created in April 2022, pondering for a second about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. Almost up to a year later, this chart is still very relevant. Chapter 1: Fundamental Differences. First, the Sun representing one person and Saturn another is not an ideal combination for a relationship. Both parties involved will have strong egos and some strong opposing desires. The Sun is warmth and Saturn is cold, so another fundamental difference in personalities and lives. Travis, as I mentioned in my previous reading, is the Sun in Aries. Aries is not a good sign in relation to Saturn, so there is something fundamentally off there that I'll explore more later. Kourtney, as Saturn in Aquarius, has a similar concern. They will both be very much into keeping up with their individual lives, business and interests, aside from the relationship, even if it isn't always in the best interest of the relationship. For an example of living their individual lives, an article from October 2022 states they don't live together, mentioning the challenge of blending their family. And in fact, as of February 2023, I have not seen any updates that they've moved in together yet. It's also not ideal that the Sun rules Travis's 12th house and Saturn rules Kourtney's. This is a negative influence, and I would expect personal vices to have a prominent effect on the relationship. Because both of their planets are strong though, this indication shouldn't be too bad. Mars is at the 7th house cusp in Aquarius here. This is argumentative energy, and at worst, fights. The Sun, with the damaged Mercury here, and sextile to Mars, makes me wonder if Travis could have a temper and at times communicate badly. The Sun close to Mercury I often find associated with communication problems and mental unwellness. Fortunately though, as I covered in part 1, Venus and Pisces in the 7th house, a great love here, should help balance out that concern and the angry energy of Mars. Now, Travis has had health issues, and I see this having a strong impact on the relationship. If you look at Saturn as the ruler of the 6th house of diseases and other physical issues instead of Kourtney, a long-term illness is shown here. These health issues have kept the couple from trying to have children, which I see Kourtney is especially interested in. When I look at Saturn as the ruler of Travis's 5th house of children, Travis as the Sun in Aries makes more sense. This positioning isn't showing disdain for Kourtney like I would normally see it. They're clearly in love. Rather, I think it's showing trouble with having children. This issue looks like it won't be resolved for quite a while. Maybe not until the coming April. Despite the beautiful things I've seen and described in part 1, significant dark energy lurks in this chart. Travis's planet, the Sun, is joined to a Greek lot associated with people taking their own life, or doing things greatly to their detriment. Greek lots show themes at play. Let me put this energy into perspective and present the best case of what it could mean. Travis does have experience with this energy more than the average person. He experienced a deadly plane crash in 2008, which left his body mostly burned, and had suicidal ideation as the recovery process involved unbearable pain. His friend at the time, DJ AM, who was the only survivor of the crash with him, sadly decided to take his own life. At one point, in 2015, it said Travis offered friends $1 million to end him. And in March 2021, another close friend of Travis sadly took their life. This was around the time he and Kourtney began dating. I wonder if this event had a part in strengthening their bond, and why Travis's planet is joined to that Greek lot in this chart. This chart was made around the year anniversary of that event. Now, I cannot do this reading without mentioning a prominent dark star I often speak of, Algol. Algol is prominent in this chart. This fixed star is associated with people losing their minds and acting crazy or violently, sometimes excessive drug use, particularly alcohol, and at worst, in the classical meaning, losing their physical head. So, what do I think is the relevance for Kourtney and Travis? Without the knowledge of hindsight, with Algol at the 10th house cusp, dark energy is directed at their reputation. The reputation Kourtney adopts through Travis's actions especially. Venus will describe the nature of this crazy, and as Venus is in Pisces, we could say the public finds them doing too much when they express their love publicly. The public aspect, indicated by Algol being at the 10th house of reputation.
But out Kim, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, one up Kim and Pete Davidson, with over-the-top PDA, in not safe for work new photos.
With Venus in Pisces though, which gives a great positive influence against negative energy, it shouldn't be too crazy, I think. It certainly could be worse. They have gotten some cringe reactions when expressing their sexual fetishes publicly. One in particular, Travis's rumored foot fetish. Remember what I mentioned before about Kourtney's reputation that is affected by Travis's actions. Kourtney confirmed the foot fetish and love of PDA when taking a lie detector test conducted by Vanity Fair. Let's not forget that Pisces is associated with the feet. Venus ruling the 10th house in Pisces must describe a great public love of feet.
You and Travis love to do this.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
On the red carpet. True
Yes.
or not true?
Just anywhere. Red carpet, the grocery store, at home,
Have you guys ever been caught doing the deed?
in our home.
Have you been caught outside of your home?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
You know about it.
I know, I didn't know we were gonna go down this road.
Oh.
Do you regret doing that?
Nope.
Good for you.
Have I lied about anything yet?
No.
Don't you think about, like, what if you don't even know that it's like a subconscious lie?
What do you mean?
What if you think you like something, but then like you
It's not the
actually
truth?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a
Deep
foot
down.
fetish?
I don't personally.
Does Travis have a foot fetish for your feet?
Possibly.
It's a yes or no answer,
Yes.
Kourtney.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have other fetishes? Come on.
I would
We're
say
all adults here.
I would say nothing wildly crazy.
Furries.
What is that?
That's it for part 2. In part 3, I'll be seeing what the stars say about Kourtney's fans' concerns about Travis and pull a tarot card or two.